What it do, y'all? It's your girl Makeup and Travel, and for today's video your girl is here to bring you another video shopping my stash, playing with makeup I already have. So I am filming this around the VIB sale time frame, and I have blown the budget. The budget is all the way over here. Okay, she's over there, and I am now trying to rectify that and reel myself in just a little bit. So I have decided that one palette that I'm going to continue to talk myself out of, at least right now, is the Natasha Denona insert name and picture right here palette. I previously did a My Perfect palette, which is this baby right here. I will have that all types of linked all throughout this video, and I still wanted it. I wanted it again, and I don't have the money again. So my goal today, once again, is just to continue to talk myself out of it while still getting use out of the same color scheme that I am very, very fascinated with. In addition, I decided to throw in a palette that is currently in my project pan, which is my Colored Rain Queen of Hearts palette. So that's pretty much the video. If you're interested in seeing that, then let's get to it. Alrighty guys, so I've been like bugging lately, so I've been really shopping up a storm, and I am excited to get into some of those products, but I also wanted to just kind of step back and remember what I already have. So I'm gonna do a couple more shop my stashes, just fluttered in with also trying new makeup. And for the next shop my stash, I actually want to just play with my Perfect Triochrome palette. I think that's what this is. I will have the video up in the cards and of course linked down below. I'm eyeing the palette again, hence why I'm messing with this, and I'm just once again just trying to remind myself, sis, you have financial goals, you have limits that you need to pay attention to. You need to stop loafing and you need to pay attention to them. So just wanted to do another in the endless, it seems, videos of shopping my stash, just really continuing to remind myself to talk myself out of that palette. I talked myself out of the palette previously, not because I didn't think it was pretty, but because I did not have the money, and I still don't have the money. So we're gonna reach into this palette again. We're gonna go into the like camel orangey khaki shade, and this is going to be very liberally applied to my crease. This is not the best khaki that I have in my collection, I will say that, but you know, it is what's in this palette and what is easily accessible right now. So we're going to work with it. Don't get me wrong though. This palette that I'm trying to talk myself out of currently, I will be getting. I'm convinced at this point, the amount of times that I have eyed that palette, wanted that palette, I will be getting it. But for right now, I ain't got it. So we're going to go with this for right now. So just taking the time to really apply this shade, because this is really the lightest shade, and it's going to be really helpful when blending out my next shade, which is my actual crease shade. And this is a Sigma blending brush. I think this is the Sigma 38. Is that a number? No, E40, not 38. That must be their crease brush. Anyways, so really blowing out that shade. Once again, sorry, I'm working on getting my lens fixed. I think I'll be able to get it fixed tomorrow. So hopefully after today's videos, you guys can actually see better what I'm doing. Then I'm going to go into the darker of the two purples that I put in this palette. And this is going to be the main person in this whole look. She's going to be the main one. And this is going to be a slow process of just building and blending. I want to not only blend this over, but blend this up so that it blends in, obviously. But I want to make sure that it doesn't go too high or too low. So just take your time, and yeah, we're gonna just take our time, really. and apply it. We're gonna make sure that it's nice and pigmented after we blend it out, because you don't want to lose all the color, right? You want to see color. And I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's actually blending in really, really nicely. And I'm liking it. And I'm liking the contrast of colors. These are not two colors that I think many people would really combine, but I think it's cool. Hence why I'm doing it. All right. Then I'm going to just dig back into that khaki shade just to blend out this lower lash line completely. And of course, always connecting up to my upper lash line. All right, so this is the main situation, right? Then what I wanted to do is actually go out of this palette and play with one of the palettes that I have currently in my project pan. If you don't know about it, up in the cards down below, check her out. I'm gonna go into my Colored Rain Queen of Hearts palette and go into Noble Woman, and I'm gonna apply her onto a Ecem W21 brush. And because this shade, not in a bad way, is a little chunky, she's a little chunk, I'm gonna take the shade on the brush and then spray it so that it can kind of adhere all of the random particles, and it just will lay on your eye better. If you don't want to spray, of course you can always do some form of NYX glitter glue, or just even just your eye primer again. Once again, that's another product that I'm trying to completely pan before the end of the year. And so doing something as simple as spraying your brush, it goes a long way. It goes a long way. So we are going to do that. And see, now it just looks nice. At least I think so. Okay, and then what I'm gonna do is just flip my brush over to the other side, and I'm gonna go back into my Perfect Natasha Denona palette, and I'm going to go into the middle duochrome. There are duochromes all up in this palette, and honestly, I forget every time, because I expect one shade and I put it on my eye and I'm like, sis, you look stupid. You look stupid, because that's not the shade that you got on your eye. But I love it. I love it at the end of the day, because it just adds more dimension and it allows me to have more fun. So I just blew that into the inner corner. So as you can see, it's not actually white. It definitely has a strong pinky undertone, which is why I thought that would work perfectly. And then because I really wanted it, and actually I think I'm gonna mess with it just a little bit. Okay, it's a done deal. Anyways, I'm gonna go into the green and I'm going to build a wing. I'm using a Sigma E65. This is just their small angled wing brush. I don't do this very often, and I would not say that I'm a pro at it, but I just kind of finesse. Work slowly, because this is gonna take a while to get the desired outcome that I want, at least. And yeah, just worry about stamping. I don't personally put a base under. I do know some people do that to make sure that the wing looks like a legit like gel liner instead of potentially looking like a powder, but I don't mind it looking like a powder, so I scratching. And over the shimmery shades, I definitely find that I need to take a couple of layers just to make sure she's all impacted and as deep as I want in those areas. Then I take that same brush and I'm just going to apply this same green shade on the outer edge, not too far in at all, just like that. And then go back in with that e.l.f. brush that I put the burgundy shade on originally and just blend her out so that it's not too impactful down there. But that's the look. That's the eye look. And so what I am going to do is just finish up putting on everything else. For eyeliner, I just used my Patrick Star one size liner, and then mascara, I just used my Essence eyeliner or mascara. So I'm just gonna do that, finish her up, and then I'll come to show you guys my finished look. So yeah, this is the final look. And overall, I like it. I like it. It's not necessarily what I was visualizing. I think I thought there was gonna be a little bit more impact really on the orangey khaki shade to really kind of even those cookies out, but it's okay. It is okay. I'm still really enjoying playing with different color schemes and just having fun overall, let's face it. And yeah, this is continuing to solidify once again that I will be getting that Natasha Denona palette. I just need to have the finances for it. So until then, I will continue to play with this palette and enjoy that palette. Once again, with my Colored Rain palette, I really do enjoy these shades, these colors. I just haven't been getting a lot of use out of them, hence putting this in my project pan. And I'm happy that I got some use out of it again today. So that's the finished look. I just wanted to play with some makeup. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in my next video.